We've had clients come to us who literally go viral. They gain thousands and thousands of followers overnight, but then they're stuck trying to find the needle in the haystack leads who will actually be able to invest into what they have and have a pain point and a desire to change. What we teach our clients is anytime that someone views your story, likes your content, comments on your content, follows you, those are all ways that allow us to reach out to them and start conversations. If you have followers, if you have comments, if you have likes, but you aren't reaching out to these people, you are literally sitting on a gold mine of potential leads. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm so grateful to have you here. We are outside in the beautiful tropical Tulum, Mexico, baby. And in this video, I'm talking about the simple client acquisition system that allowed all of these coaches to hit 10K months. So really excited for this video. I feel like no one is really touching on these things, and I want to be the one person in this space who actually gives y'all the sauce. And I will be linking our free school community below where we have extra free resources for you guys to check out. But let's get right into it. So over the next minutes, so this video is specifically for coaches who have been trying to hit 10K a month consistently in their business, and you've tried all the things. You've tried cold DMs, you've tried going viral, you've tried just reaching out in Instagram or Facebook groups where your clients are living, but you're still not seeing that consistency. And I'll tell you, it's not your fault. It's only because other people in the space have tried all of these tactics, and maybe they've worked for them 2, 3, 10 years ago, but things are changing now. Most coaches are stuck in what I call the hamster wheel of trying to create content that goes viral and gets attention. And maybe you've even tried like agencies who will script out your posts for you or post your content for you at the perfect time, but still you realize, hey, this isn't bringing in my ideal clients. Why is that? Well, makes total sense because we've had clients come to us who literally go viral. They gain thousands and thousands of followers overnight, but then they're stuck trying to find the needle in the haystack leads who will actually be able to invest into what they have and have a pain point and a desire to change, right? How can we solve this once and for all? Well, first, we know, if you watch my content by now, that ads are the way to scale with predictability. They're proven to work, but a lot of coaches come to me saying, Emily, I've tried ads before. I tried boosting this post. It didn't work for me. And so you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? You're boosting a post, but it's not properly scripted. You don't have the right positioning. The messaging isn't dialed in. Your content isn't dialed in. And so your entire funnel, it doesn't work. You don't actually get a return on investment. So in this video, I'm discussing the 3 non-negotiables that actually drive results, the weekly rhythm that allows you to scale without burnout, how to wake up to qualified DMs, and how to turn your time into predictable income. The first thing we need to understand is the 3 non-negotiables. First is we want to have your authority in your content. You need to actually know your stuff. So whether that's consuming information on what you do so that you can become better at your craft, or if you're genuinely already amazing at what you do, just continuing to refine your process and make it even better. Vulnerability. When you share your content, are you sharing stories? Are you sharing your own unique experience? That's what people will buy into. They buy into you as a leader. They buy into the experiences that you've had. For example, when I was 18 and I invested $5,000 in full into my first ever business, I didn't make any money for a whole year, and then I invested into another coaching program after that. It was scary, and every time I have invested into myself, I've paid in full. Because why? Because it's the one way that I know will guarantee that I will have to draw a line in the sand and go all in. And so whenever I'm pitching to someone or I'm on an enrollment call, what do? I share them this story because we sell on congruency. People buy into your leadership, they buy into your experiences. And then value. Are you sharing valuable content with your audience? Are you sharing tips that will actually help them? Are you not just selling, but are you providing? This combo will take you from just being another coach in the space to being someone that gets people in your DM saying, I need to work with you. Why? Because you're set apart. Why are you set apart? Because you're showing your unique self. You're sharing your unique story. Second thing is DM conversations. You don't need more followers. You need more primed leads in the DMs ready to work with you. What we teach our clients is anytime that someone views your story, likes your content, comments on your content, follows you, those are all ways that allow us to reach out to them and start conversations. If you have followers, if you have comments, if you have likes, but you aren't reaching out to these people, you are literally sitting on a gold mine of potential leads. We need to be having these conversations. We need to be building relationships with people and then providing value so they see us as an authority, and then driving them to actually hop on a sales call, right? So we're getting in sales calls and we are pre-nurturing them through our content. This is the exact funnel that we help our clients set up. It goes from a follow ad goes to their page. Their page is uniquely created to showcase who they are and also share their value and their leadership. From there, they follow. We reach out to them, we start a conversation. In that conversation, we're trying to identify, do they have a clear problem that we can actually help? Because we're not here to just sell everyone, we're here to sell one specific person that we know we can help get results. And then from that conversation, we're qualifying them, we're digging into the pain, and then what we do is we'll share some content that might help them, right? Building up value, and then from there, we have enough leverage to then pitch a call. On that call, we have automation set up to make sure they show up to that call and they already know what it is that you do. From that call, we have the process proven where it's like, these are the exact questions that you need to ask in order to help someone see that now is the time and that they have to change. From that call, we onboard them. In the onboarding process, we want to make sure it's clear, effective, and the client actually gets results as fast as possible in the easiest and quickest and simplest way for you as the fulfillment deliverer, right? And then from there, we get them results, goes into the marketing, we start it all over again. It's super clear, it's super simple. I just needed you to be hopping on sales calls. That's it. Simple, repeatable, and high conversion. I'm not here to teach you hey girl scripts. I'm not here to teach you copy and paste formulas. I'm here to teach you how to actually serve people from a way that is in tune and authentic to you. What I notice here, where most people get messed up, is they stop way too early in the conversation. One thing about me, you might know this if you're a client, is that I am very persistent and I go to war for people, and that is what I teach. Because I know from my own experience, if that salesperson in those sales calls that I had before I joined a program did not go to war for me, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today. And so I understand how big of an impact it is because I believe in my offer so much. And if you are a genuinely good coach, then you should believe in your offer as well. What I mean by going to war for people is not giving up. Not giving up on people. Now, I'm not chasing people down. I'm not hunting people down. People are swimming towards me, but if I notice that they're swimming towards me and they are qualified, then I will go to war. It's that simple, and that's what I expect from my clients too. And that's what we teach. And if you give up after one, it's too much money, after one, now's not the right time, you're leaving money on the table, you're leaving impact on the table for generations to come because your offer can literally change lives. Now, at the end of the day, I have an end of the day report, right? So I want to know, how many touch points did you do in the day? Which are basically like DMs. How many people did you reach out to? What is one big project that you moved the needle on? How can I show up with even more faith today and not just ambition? How can I trust God deeper in this season in my life and my business? How can I spend more time with the Lord? What is the Lord speaking to me? These are all great questions to ask yourself at the end of the day to make sure that you're moving forward, not just forward in what worldly standards are like success and money in the bank account and the stripe, but in also alignment with God. When my clients stopped chasing engagement and actually started following a proven strategy in a funnel, this is when everything changed. They became unshakable. They didn't just sign clients. They created a rhythm that allows for sustainable growth. And that is when 10K months become normal because you're getting consistent leads in every single day. That's when referrals start coming in because you have the proper systems set up. And that is when you start becoming magnetic because you are in alignment with the Lord and everyone just wants to get a taste of whatever that Jesus person is, that living water is. If you're a kingdom-minded coach and you're ready to stop winging it, you want a proven system, you know that you need help, I'm gonna go ahead and just link my call below. I don't take many calls, so if you see a time on there, make sure to claim it while it's still there, and make sure to show up to that call, pen and paper in hand, because we are not just going to go over our program, we're going to go over your business, and I want to make sure that you leave that call understanding a clear next step and direction. We only take on a few clients. We only take on serious action takers only, so if you do actually book in that call, make sure that you're ready to invest into yourself and your growth, and you have time available to set up the system properly. So as you can see throughout this video, it's not just about creating a system, it's about stepping into the leader that you were called to be. It's about actually stewarding the gifts that God has given you, and I'm rooting for you every single step of the way. Again, link below to book in your call. Also, we have a free school community if you want to check us out. Client success stories in there and tons of value. So I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.